Hyundai has completely redone the Kona for 2024, and here we have the battery electric version. I am in love with it already. Get in, it's time for Family Wheels. Family Wheels is energized by you and your likes. They help spread the word about our hundreds of reviews. As long as you're giving us a like, subscribe, and click the little bell for notifications. Thanks. This is a huge improvement on an already nice little vehicle. It is longer. It's 145 millimeters, just under 6 inches longer, has 1/3 more, 33% more cargo space. The ride has been improved tremendously. This is a very smooth riding, a soft riding vehicle. That's the way they spec'd it out. It feels more comfortable on the highway than its predecessor. Inside, huge improvements. We have on all trims, we have these two 12-inch displays, one for the touchscreen and one for the gauges, and it comes straight out of the Ioniq 5 and really some vehicles in the Genesis lineup as well. Also from the Ioniq 5 and similar, we have the gear selector, or pardon me, the drive selector, and it frees up a bunch of space down here. It's a genius idea. Nice to see it in the Kona line. The Kona EV has a 64.8 kilowatt hour battery, and that translates into 420 kilometers of range, 260 miles. It's notable for its relatively small size, under 65 kilowatt hours. A lot of compact SUVs are using batteries in the about 74 to 77 kilowatt hour range, and I think that speaks to the efficiency of Hyundai's setup with the new Kona. 201 horsepower. That's competitive with other front drive EVs. There is a lower spec version available only in the United States. It's called the SE, and it's got a 48.6 kilowatt hour battery and a really anemic 133 horsepower. Another area of substantial improvement for the Kona is in charging. It'll accept up to 100 kilowatts. That's on DC fast. For home charging, which is where most EV owners charge, level 2, 240 volt, it'll accept up to 10.8 kilowatts of energy. And that's basically the latest level, maximum level, that home chargers can output, around that 11 kilowatt output. And that really makes a substantial difference in the speed of charging at home. Let's take the Kona EV up one of Vancouver's steeper hills. There's a bit of a struggle with the front tires because that's that electric torque at work, but we've only got 201 horsepower, so basically everything was completely linear. The control layout has that familial look from the world of Hyundai, but I think they keep improving it with each model, and here the layout in the new Kona is exemplary. Very practical, very easy to understand. All the controls within easy reach, just enough buttons, not a ton of soft buttons and menus to go diving through. All very logically laid out, easy to get at. The Kona EV has an excellent ride. Let's put it to the test on our neighborhood bumpy road. Speed bumps, potholes, patches, got the works here. And the way it absorbs all of that is really pretty remarkable for what is classed as a subcompact vehicle, and certainly a great improvement over the previous Kona, but it's actually more than that. This is almost at a luxury vehicle level. So when you put so much compliance into a suspension to handle the bumps, when you get to the corners, things get just a tiny bit mushy. Not alarming. This is comfort-oriented motoring. The regenerative braking, you can go from 0 right up to full one-pedal driving. There is an automated setting that lets the computer do all the thinking there if you're more of a set-it-and-forget-it kind of driver. Both Canadian trims of the Kona EV come with plenty of desirable features, including adaptive cruise control, highway driving assist, heated front seats and heated steering wheel, and heat pump. The preferred I'm driving has a sunroof, ventilated front seats, head-up display, 360-degree cameras, wireless charging, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, both wireless, and Bose audio. Notably missing, automatic emergency braking. The new Kona is a good deal bigger than its predecessor, but it's also true that across pretty much all subcompact crossovers, there isn't as much room as in a compact. That's kind of obvious. And here we have a near failure with our Family Wheels child seat test. Now behind me is the kind of child seat that takes up the most room, rear facing. Up front, I'm 5 feet 11 inches tall, 180 centimeters, and I just have enough room between my knees and the glove box door if I kind of scrunch up a bit in the seat. Wouldn't want to do this for a long trip. And of course, if you're using any kind of a forward-facing child seat, front seat space with the child seat in the rear isn't going to be a problem at all. I've adjusted the front passenger seat to be a lot more comfortable for me and then jumped into the back seat here to test out the space. And I've got a decent amount of knee room between myself and the front seat. Only just enough room under the seat for my feet to slide under. As for the seat itself, very definitely a bench seat, very plain Jane. Wouldn't want to take a 1,000-kilometer trip in this, but for around town, it's just fine. As far as niceties, we really don't have many, even though this is the top spec of the Kona. There's no panoramic moonroof, for instance. There's no seat heat. Also, however, there aren't even any vents back here in the center. We have 2 USB-C ports down there, however. The completely redone 2024 Hyundai Kona is an impressive improvement over the previous generation, and I particularly like the EV. But what do you think? Leave a comment. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for liking, and thanks for subscribing. I'm Richard Detman, and I'll see you next time on Family Wheels.